Hi, welcome to Faith and Yoga at St. Bartholomew's. I'm Dixie. I'm here with my husband Fred, Aaron Porter, and Glenn Gobrecht, and together we bring you Faith and Yoga. Well, there's been a change in the air. You've probably noticed. The fall season has begun, and that's one of the things we're going to focus on today. Some changes and turning over a new leaf to make some changes. So that's our focus for today. I'll ask Glenn to do our gong that we'll get started. Feel the vibrations. Good. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you very much. I have a poem I'd like to share with you. And you can either be standing or seated for this, however you want to be. It's called Heart Work by Susie, Kasem. Each day is born with a sunrise and ends in a sunset. The same way we open our eyes to see the light and close them to hear the dark. You have no control over how your story begins or ends, but by now you should know that. All things have an ending. Every spark returns to darkness. Every sound returns to silence, and every flower returns to sleep with the earth. The journey of the sun and the moon is predictable, but yours is the ultimate art. All right, so as we've been doing nearly every week, we're going to start our journey with some intentional walking to just loosen us up and get us stepping. So we'll be doing that. So take a moment, and how about we do one path around the room that you're in, or two paths around the mat. You can pick what you'd like to do. And when you return to your mat, have a seat into a comfortable seated position. We are going to start with some breath work. Maybe you noticed, and maybe you didn't, that as my yoga friends were walking, they stopped to pick up a leaf. We're going to use this leaf for our breathing today. So it's got 5 areas. Just think of this leaf as your hand, and we're going to start here at the stem, and we'll run through a practice here of it. So we're going to breathe in to the point, pause, breathe out, breathe in to the point, pause, and breathe out. Breathe in and out. In, pause, and breathe out. Breathe in, pause, and breathe out. So together we'll run through one more time. We're going to do a total of 5 sessions of this to get ourselves in the point of breathing and controlling our breath a little bit. So once again, I'll talk you through this one, starting here at the bottom, and if you don't have a leaf, use your hand. Breathing in with a pause, out, breathing in, pause, and out, breathing in, pause, and out. Breathing in, pause, Breathing in, pause, and down. And I'm going to let you do the next 3 on your own. And when you have completed, you can just put your leaf or your hand by your side. And just think about, when's the last time you really thought about how you were breathing and being able to control that breath? More and more we're seeing news about the meditation and how important breathing is and how you can benefit from taking time out to slow down, to be still, and have some breath. One thing I did want to mention on the leaf painting, if I turn it over on the back, it says, turn over a new leaf. Now, turning over a new leaf means to have some changes in your life. And that's explained as to start to act or behave in a better or more responsible way, to maybe reform, improve, or amend from how you have been. So maybe you need just a little bit of change in your life. Maybe you need a whole lot of change in your life. That's for you to decide. And the changes are ultimately up to you, what you want to do. But it is a good season to make some changes in your life. And I will share with you something that Fred and I find ourselves doing is keeping count of how many steps we have during the day. And it's a little bit of a challenge and what's the word I want, Fred? Fred always likes to have more steps than I do. It's competitive, that's the word. So if I have 7,012 steps, Fred wants to at least have 7,020 steps, just so he has the upper hand on the steps. But I do find myself being more responsible and making some changes so I get those steps in, whether it's taking more trips to put laundry away. Maybe it's taking more trips to water plants, using a smaller vessel instead of a bigger sprinkling can. But whatever, these little changes will eventually pay off to your benefits. So take it for what it is. And maybe you can find a little competitive edge with people that live in your home to make it a little more challenging to get those steps in. So there we are. So that being said, we're going to start with our warm-up. We've done our breathing. I hope that you found some stillness or peace there. So together we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and hold it for just a moment. And then exhale through the nose and let your chin come to chest. Hands are on your knees. And then inhale again. exhale, once again, chin comes to chest. Soften your gaze or close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And then bring yourself back to a point and check your posture with your seated position. We're just going to start at the top with our nose and draw some circles. Imaginary circles. You can start little and get bigger as we go. And then when you feel that your circle is big enough, then reverse it and bring it back the other way. Meeting in a stillness. We're going to turn our head to the right and then back to center, to the left and back to center. We're going to look up and bring our chin to chest. Once again, taking a moment here, a deep breath in and exhaling. Coming back up here. I'm going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder and just be gentle with your neck. Coming back up to center, to the left, and coming back to center. We're going to move on down to our shoulders here. We're going to roll our shoulders back. Let's do that 5 times. And then roll them forward. And once again, coming to stillness, taking a deep breath in and out. Take your chin to chest. Bring your arms out in front of you and then lift them up. Arms are parallel to the side. I'm going to just take a gentle lean to the right and back to center and to the left and back up and then bring them back down. Take a hold of your right arm with your left hand and gently pull it across your chest. Maybe you want to grab it at the elbow to bring it across. That seems to work a little easier. Deep breath in here and out. Bringing it back. Once again, arms are parallel. Grasp your arm gently and pull it across your chest. Breathe in and out. And let it come back. You can put your arms down by your side again. And once again, let's bring those shoulders back 5 times. And forward. Move down and put the soles of our feet together here, just like that, into the butterfly position, Luna moth position, or cobbler position, whatever you like to call it. Put your hands down where the ankle bones are here, and just let your legs go up and down. Loosening up. If you want to slide your feet down a little farther and see if you can bend forward just a little bit. Don't push it all the way, just kind of work your way down a little bit and see how that feels. Remembering to breathe here, don't hold your breath. Breathe in and out. And then bring those soles of the feet in closer towards you. And once again, work them. Like the butterfly. we're going to cradle our leg here and do some hip circles. So grab the arch of your foot with your hand while you're cradling your knee and do some circles in each direction and get that joint loosened up. I notice that I do mine slow and Fred does his fast. He probably did more circles than I did. What do you think? I'm not picking on him, it's just the way we are. And then switch out and grab your other foot. When you feel that you've done that, we're going to put our soles of the feet on the floor. We have our kind of bring your posture up. Preparing for tortoise here, we're going to lift that right arm up and put it in through the space that our leg provides, and then do the same with the other. And then just bring that self to stillness. Breathing in and out. Let's do 5 breaths here. That was 1. Breathing in and out. In and out. And out. And then you can release that, bringing it back to the cobra position, and once again, loosening up those legs. Fred is going to do part of the warm-up today, so if he's ready, I'm going to trade places with Fred and have him come up and do the rest of the warm-up session here.
We're going to start out in either the easy seated position for this pose, which is a revolved head to knee pose. I don't know if we've done this before in this class, but we're going to attempt it this morning. From here we're going to shift into the bound ankle pose, which Dixie did a great job warming us up for this. And from here we're going to extend our left leg out at a 45-degree angle toward the corner of your mat. You're going to pull your right ankle in toward your thigh. It's almost like a seated tree pose is what we're doing at this point. And from here we're going to inhale, take our right arm up overhead, and slide our left hand down toward our foot, and bring that right arm up overhead. Technically, when you do this with the right hand, you should breathe in as you bring that arm over. Exhale toward that left leg. Try to shift your gaze up if you can toward the ceiling. And just hold it here and breathe in and out for about 30 seconds. Now, a variation of this, you could use a strap if you have one handy. Put that around your foot. Use your left hand. Just grab onto that strap. And you're going to feel this pull, like right in here. It really works those muscles in your lower back. Here we'll come back up, and we'll shift and we'll do the other side. Again, we'll go back into bound angle, and just flex those knees a little bit. This time we're going to take that right leg out to the side, bring your left foot into your thigh. Inhale. Bring the left arm up over, slide the right hand down, and exhale as you bend over. Okay, you should have that gaze up toward the ceiling. And you'll feel a pull right in here. Feel those muscles work. Probably your thigh muscles will also get a workout from this. Maybe your calf muscles as well. And your abdominal muscles. Just hold here for about 20 to 30 seconds. And again, you can use a strap. You have one handy. Attach that around the right foot. Again, just use that right arm to pull, left arm over top. Okay, when you're ready, come back up to an easy seated position. From here, we're going to do a pose that we've done in the past. Have your feet out in front of you. Pull your right leg up over. This is the Lord of the Fishes. Place that right foot on the floor next to your left leg. Take your right arm, wrap it around your right knee. Left arm back. Send that gaze back over your left shoulder. Remember to breathe. And when you're ready, come back out of that. Take the left foot over your right leg, wrap that left arm around your right knee, and your left knee. Extend the right hand back over your shoulder. Shift the gaze back over that right shoulder. Remember to breathe. Ready? Unwrap those legs. And you come back into a feet forward position. Take those arms up overhead. And just do a forward fold. Kind of grab those toes. Exhale. And then come back up into an easy seated position.
Do you want to take us to tabletop and then I'll
Sure.
pick up and meet everybody in tabletop?
Okay, from here we'll shift into tabletop. Hands under shoulders. Knees about hip distance apart. Should be able to look back, not see those feet.
Places. Thank you, Fred. In tabletop position here, I will join you. And we're going to get our cat and cows in. So on your next inhale, let your belly drop, gaze looks up. Let that belly really sink down, take your time. As you exhale, pull that belly button into your spine and arch that back up. Let your belly drop. As you inhale, gaze looks up. Exhale, around your spine. Inhale, belly drops. And do 2 more in each direction in your own time and pace. Making sure to take the time to breathe in and feel what's happening. Coming back to some stillness. Let the toes of your feet come together and let yourself come up, sit back, arms outstretched for child's pose. Taking some deep breaths in here. And once again, feel what's happening. See if you can feel how your muscles allow you to move back. Taking a deep breath in and out. Sending that right hand over to the corner of the mat. Left hand comes on top. And taking a deliberate curve to that side with a deep breath in and out. Letting yourself come down and into your mat. Next inhale, return to the center of your mat. And once again, see if you can let your body melt and maybe it goes down a little farther than before. Left hand comes over to the corner of the mat. Right hand comes on top. Give yourself a deliberate little curve into that side. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, let yourself come down to the mat. Next breath, press in. And once again, return to the center of your mat. And last breath here for the child's pose. Breath in and down. And then returning back again to tabletop position. We will do our spinal balance. Once again, check your position. Let's send the right foot back. Foot is flexed. Let it close the door behind you. And let that left arm reach out as if you're going to shake someone's hand. Gaze looks out ahead of you. Bring those knee and hand back to the mat. Let yourself have a little wag of the tail. Send that left foot back. And right arm out stretches. And then return toward the mat. And once again, a little tail wag on each side here. Right foot goes back. Left hand goes out. This time, when we come down, let your knee and elbow come together. And then outstretch. And then back to the mat. Give yourself a moment. Left foot goes out. Closes the door behind us. Right hand. Bring the knee to elbow. Send it back out. And down. Good. And let yourself wag that off again. We're going to tuck our toes and prepare for our first down dog of the day. So the toes are tucked. We're going to lift up Be strong in our down dog and walk our dog. And then walk forward towards your thumbs into a forward fold. And let yourself hang heavy. Can grasp elbows and let yourself have ragdoll arms. Shaking your head, yes. Shaking your head now. And then slowly let yourself come up. I do have a Bible verse I want to share with you. Thinking about change, thinking about turning over a new leaf, and that means to reform, improve, and amend. From Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1, there is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. And from Isaiah chapter 43, 19, see, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. So thinking about how maybe you can turn over a new leaf. Returning to that poem of heart work, each day is born with a sunrise and ends in a sunset. The same way we open our eyes to see the light and close them to hear the dark. We're going to do our slow sun salutation in honor of this changing time. And we were chatting just a little bit, and we've been noticing how we can sleep a little bit longer in the morning and maybe go to bed a little earlier at night, and how it's so much more comfortable than sleeping in the summertime. So just those little changes we've noticed. So, kind of starting up with our sun salutation. We're going to start here in mountain position. Feel yourself grounded into the mat. Really feel that your feet are strong and that we're connected here. We're going to bring the hands to heart center. We're going to start by taking a deep breath in, like it's the biggest peak on our leaf. Breathing in. Pause. Exhale, chin to chest. From here, we're going to extend those arms up like tall mountain. Even though we've already done some bending, we're going to take a little bend to the right. Coming back up to center. And a bend to the left. Coming up to center. Feeling strong and rooted, stretch those